Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Irene and this is Milo, my smooth-coated Brussels Griffon, who is 15 years old and 3 months, almost, by the end of this month. Now this video is mostly for my longtime subscribers that I want to give you an update about Milo, briefly about her summer. And then, yeah, I'm going to make it short, as much to the point as I can, but also I'm not going to spend a lot of time editing and stuff like that, and you'll understand why in a minute. Let me put him down for a second and I will pick him back up because it's important that I have him here right now, okay? Okay, so as you can see, Milo can get really uneasy and restless at this time in his life. So because of the nature and topic of this video will not be monetized, or my next one that has to do with Milo. So this is just to get everybody updated on what's going on with Milo. Now we had a really fabulous summer. I want to say that much. We got up in the Utah mountains. I did not have good reception though, unfortunately. And we had a nice cool summer, which was great, especially for Milo. He was my top priority, especially with his age, and he turned 15 in July. So it was very important that I kept him extremely comfortable at this time in his life. But now, since I have come down out of the mountains sometime in September, and now up to now in October, I've been seeing a degeneration with Milo. And I will put in a picture in a little bit when I go on and start explaining what's going on with him. So, you know, of course the panting, as you just saw, he can do that. And he paces, you know, he gets to the point where he goes up and turns around, comes back up, turns around and comes back. So he will do that, and he's been getting really lower with the rear because Milo was diagnosed when he was 9 years old with a spinal condition, okay? I really didn't think that I would get beyond 13 years with Milo. But I got up to 15, okay? So I'm going to put in this picture so you can see what can happen to his rear end. As the time goes on, he gets really low with that rear end. It looks like he's sitting, but he's not sitting. He's really trying to stand, and that's how low he can get. So I'll put that in, and then I'm going to pick him back up so you can keep seeing him as much as I can, you know, keep him comfortable enough for you to see him. Alright, now I've been trying to get this video done for hours, but I had a helicopter, you know, flying all around. It's just crazy. Ken came by and I was cleaning the camera and trying to get everything ready. It just always seems to be like things, that's what happens when you're out here trying to do videos. That's why I'm not very good at it, because of the patience it takes to set things up and lighting. I was going to do this outside, but the lighting was horrible, and it was really important that I had good lighting for you all. Alright, so with Milo, this is about the time, close to 5 o'clock. It's a really almost like 4-ish. Yeah, see, he can get really antsy, uncomfortable. This is the time where I need to give him pain meds and his CBD, okay? And even then he just gets so uncomfortable that he just needs to lay down, and then it's his nap time, okay? So I have been really seriously looking at his situation, the age that he's at, and I have decided to have him go to a vet, and I have an appointment at the end of this week on the 26th to have a vet finally look at him. And I am 99% sure that this is my time to finally say goodbye to him. Okay? And let me put him back down again, and I'll pick him back up. Okay, so I wanted you all to know why and see him and what's going on. Now, he's not that restless all the time, but a couple times throughout the day he can be. He really does sleep 3/4 of the day away. He really does nap a lot, sleep a lot. And then, you know, he can get restless during the middle of the night. I do have pain meds that I can get him calmed down enough to sleep, and then he'll sleep from like 5 to 7, get back up, and then I will feed him, and then we go back to bed, and sometimes he'll sleep through the night, sometimes he won't. And then again, it's kind of this hit and miss kind of thing with him. But the thing that has me the most concerned is how wobbly he is. I basically have to have petitions everywhere, boards, you know, so he doesn't fall into the step here. Things blocked off in the back so he doesn't fall off the bed. So he's super, super wobbly, and I will throw in some video clips so you can kind of see him where he is at in that situation. See, he can have moments where he barks, and he was just panting a lot just a second ago, and I open up the door, and then he just wants to bark because he thinks Lucky might be out here. But then when he's not distracted, he starts to get focused. Let me see if I can get him out so you can see how low he will get with that rear end. I mean, he's just really not comfortable. He's a little higher than he normally can be, but he'll start to get lower and lower and lower with that rear. Yeah, see, you can see how wobbly he's getting. Yeah. Now he's starting to do the panting in between the barking. I mean, he's alert. Everything, it's just the rear end is just failing him, and how wobbly he is. Yeah, you can see how he sees a little wobbly right there. All right, I just put him outside so you can see. So he can get way worse than this as the day goes on. And lucky there's no wind, and he's just getting so frail and wobbly. He doesn't walk much. He'll take a few steps, try to go to the bathroom. I mean, sometimes he'll try to take a few more steps. Yeah, see, anything because of the rocks, they'll make him lose his balance on top of him already losing his balance. See how stiff he is? And then he'll just get so low with that rear end, as the picture will show. I'm not sure if I'll put it in before this clip or before or after this clip, that you'll see. Yeah, so the kindest thing I can do is I'm going to trust what this vet says. I mean, really, I'm just going to, we're going to talk about it. I'm going to show her the clips and the pictures, plus she can check him out, and if she agrees with me, which I'm 99% sure she will, I'm gonna do the kindest thing I can for him. See, that's how low he can get. Look at, I'm right behind him now. All right, see, look. That is a perfect example of what I am seeing, especially in the last 2 weeks, the decline he has shown. And you saw a big difference from he was just outside like only 15 minutes ago. And then now he's trying to stand. And then from here on, he'll just struggle for the rest of the night like this. You know, I mean, he'll nap and get up and he'll be a little stronger, but then he'll just start to drop down lower and lower with that rear end. I just gave him some meds, so I'm going to try to get him to sleep now. Okay, so with weighing everything out, where he is in his life, 15 years and 3 months, you know, at the end of the month, I have finally said that, of course, I'm fighting my mind versus my heart. My heart doesn't ever want to let him go, but my mind is saying I have to be fair to Milo, especially right now in his life. I don't want him to suffer. And what's going to happen with Milo, as this rear gets lower and lower, he's going to get to the point where he is not even going to be able to get up. He's going to get to the point where he's not going to be able to go to the bathroom. He's already so frail and so wobbly. You know, it sometimes can be dangerous, especially out here in you know, the van life and out here in nature and everything with the rocks and things like that and the wind. I put him on a leash and I hold him with, you know, harness and a leash. But even then it's going to get harder and harder, and he's declining so quickly. I don't want to be stuck somewhere out in nature like what happened with my other Griffon, Buster, because it was a Sunday when he had issues, when he had these seizures and everything that he kind of was going through, and I couldn't get him help until the next day, because I was nowhere even close to get him to a 24-hour vet. So the next day I was able to get him to a vet, and then they were able to euthanize him. But that was a 2-hour drive to get to that vet. I don't want Milo to go through anything like that, or myself. And I'll need to be moving more south soon, and vets are going to get farther, you know, to get to. And I'm just really weighing this out and praying hard. And I really believe that, 99% sure, that this is the time that I need to say a final goodbye to Milo. I'm going to let this vet that I see confirm what I see. Let her look at him. I've taken clips, pictures, and things like that. I'm going to tell her the situation. I'm pretty sure she's going to agree with me. I've already shared it on Instagram, and some people there are already sending their condolences to me, and they feel that I'm doing the right thing for Milo. And that's what I have to do here. I have to think of Milo. He's really a geriatric dog, and he's not going to live forever, as much as I would want him to live forever. It's just not possible. We all know that. So let me get him back up again, and I'll finish this up. So I promise you I will be able to get him comfortable. It's just I was trying to get this done. It was getting so much close time to his medicine and nap time, and he will rest. He will go in the back, and I'll show you some pictures of him where he is still sleeping peacefully once I, you know, get him to lay down in the back and I get him on those meds, and then he will crash out. But this will get harder to get him comfortable. I've been through this with my male German Shepherd because of pain management, but Milo's situation is different because his is a spinal, and his rear legs, like he's got arthritis or something going on in there, and he's also had arthritis going on in this little leg here. So with all that going on, it's affecting his ability to walk, to stand. And with the frailness and being wobbly, I don't want him to get to the point that I cannot keep him comfortable, or he can't even get up to go to the bathroom, and he's been declining so fast that I just can't take that chance where he can't get to a vet, you know. So I just wanted to share this update, and I will try to do a quick update after the appointment. If I did have to say a final goodbye to him, I'll put it in the community post, and then give me a couple of weeks to recover, because this will be a very, very, very hard and painful loss for me. And I do want to do in memory, video of him, and share that with some of the best pictures and moments that I have with him, but it's going to take me time to put that together. I don't know, maybe even up to 3 weeks. We'll see. I'm going to let myself grieve and do what I need to do to get through this process. Milo will also be my last dog. I already knew after Buster that he would be my last dog. Because of van life. And van life sometimes can be really challenging. It's got rewards for dogs, but also challenges for dogs, especially when we've been, battling some, hot summers and stuff like that. So I have made the decision, until I'm out of van life, maybe a couple more years, I will revisit the idea of another dog at that time. In the meantime, I do have lucky I can visit with Kent, but it's really Kent's dog, and that's perfectly fine with me. And I really kind of am going to take the time to rest, because I've had dogs for 25 years back to back, and multiple dogs many times, 5 and up to 3 on an average at a time. And then I got down to Buster and Milo, and then I knew after Buster then it was going to be just Milo. So I've been preparing to be without a dog for a while after Milo, and I think I need that and want that, just so that I can, take a break from worrying about them, especially out here, their comfort, taking care of them. I think it's just time for me to take care of myself now, and just do that for a while. So this is a really hard goodbye because of that reason too. On top of him being the best travel buddy I could have ever asked for and had. So I think it might be this light, that I've got a light, see the difference? So he might not be liking that light, but I just wanted you to get a look at him again, and a good final goodbye to him. So we want to say thank you for, sharing my journey with him. I'm going to put him down. Okay, thank you for all of your love, your support, your comments, for the journey for the past 7 years with Milo. But I really know I'm at that road where we all need to say goodbye to him. And he's just been the best, the sweetest. Oh, that face. How could you not look at that face and fall in love with him? So this is going to be a really hard time, so please understand if the next video is just all in memory of him. That one will not be monetized, as well as this one, and I'll resume sometime later, maybe even after Thanksgiving. I don't know, but I'm going to allow myself this time to adjust, and being without a dog after 25 years is another big adjustment for me too, on top of the loss of him. But I'll get through it one day at a time. I'm strong, but right now he comes first, and doing what's best for him. All right, so I love you all, and I really do thank you for following my journey all up to this time with Milo and me, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I guess that's all I really have to say right now. Until the next video, as we share, all the great times with him on the road, and everything. I thank you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.